The morning stars sang together, and all the angels shouted for joy. Job 38, verse 7. Before man composed the first melody, creation was already singing. The universe is not silent. It vibrates with divine resonance. Everything created pulses with frequency, from the spinning of electrons to the heartbeat of stars. The question is not whether creation makes music, but whether we are tuned to hear it. God designed the cosmos not only with mass and motion, but with rhythm and resonance. Every atom, planet, and living soul contributes to the symphony of existence, a harmony only fully realized when aligned with the Creator. In quantum physics, everything that exists has a vibrational frequency. Even what seems still is alive with movement. Sound is not merely heard, it is felt, embodied, and activated. Scientists have discovered that planets emit sound waves, that black holes produce musical tones, and that our cells respond to frequency. Music isn't just art, it's architecture. And when God spoke the universe into being, it wasn't cold command, it was melodic power. The word itself is vibration, the divine voice resonating with energy and life. NASA's Voyager probes recorded planetary music, deep, eerie harmonies from the gas giants. These are not metaphors. They are literal vibrational patterns. Dr. David Deamer, biophysicist, stated, "The frequencies in DNA vibrations can be described musically. The patterns are not random. They resonate in symmetry. Even your cells sing. Even your atoms echo. Ask the Lord, what frequency am I vibrating at? Am I in harmony with your spirit? Let His presence adjust what's out of tune. Say aloud, Father, let my thoughts, words, and life vibrate with the frequency of heaven. Worship is not performance. It is participation in the eternal song. I declare that my life resonates with heaven's sound. I vibrate with divine order and peace. I am tuned to the song of my Creator. My worship is a frequency that shakes the heavens and the earth." When have you felt most in tune with God? Are there places in your life currently out of harmony with His Spirit? How can you use sound to realign with heaven's frequency? Isaiah 55, verse 12. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Psalm 139, verse 14. Within every living cell is a divine script, a code more complex than any software ever written, more intelligent than the greatest minds can fathom. This code is DNA, the blueprint of life. It is not only a marvel of biology, it is a testimony of authorship. You were not thrown together. You were written strand by strand, gene by gene, with intention and intimacy. Your DNA carries a language formed by a God who not only speaks worlds into being, but also scripts every heartbeat and every destiny. DNA consists of 4 basic letters, A, T, C, and G, forming over 3 billion sequences in the human genome. This is not chaos. It is composition. Like musical notes, they follow patterns and phrases. Like language, they carry instruction and meaning. Scientists once called parts of DNA junk. Now they're discovering functions hidden in what seemed meaningless. The same is true in your life. God wastes nothing. Every line matters in the manuscript of your existence. Dr. Francis Collins, director of the Human Genome Project, said, "The language of God is DNA. It is the most complex and beautiful code we've ever discovered." Collins, once an atheist, came to faith not in spite of science, but through it. Studying the blueprint of life led him to the author of life. Stand in front of a mirror. Don't focus on what you dislike. Declare this truth. I am designed by God. I am written in love. I am His masterpiece. You are not a mistake. You are a miracle in motion. I declare that I carry the fingerprint of God. My life is encoded with divine purpose. I will not compare or diminish myself. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. The author of life lives in me, and His Spirit rewrites my story daily. What lies have you believed about your identity or value? How does knowing your DNA is authored by God reshape your self-image? What divine purposes might be coded into your life that you've yet to explore? Ephesians 2, verse 10. For we are God's masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11. Look closely, and you will find that creation has a pattern. It is not random, it is rhythmic. From the spirals of galaxies to the veins in a leaf, from snowflakes to seashells, the universe pulses with sacred geometry. God is not only creator, he is the architect of symmetry, the designer of form, and the composer of order. Mathematics may describe it, but divinity designed it. Behind every equation and golden ratio is a deeper language, beauty that reveals glory. Geometry is the blueprint of the visible world. The Fibonacci sequence, the golden spiral, fractal patterns, and hexagonal structures found in snowflakes and honeycombs, all of them mirror the mind of God. These patterns are not merely beautiful, they are foundational. They carry purpose, precision, and praise. The symmetry in your fingerprint, the structure of a tree, the orbital paths of planets, all of them proclaim, God thinks. In design, Johannes Kepler, astronomer and mathematician, wrote, "Geometry is unique and eternal. It reflects the mind of God." Leonardo da Vinci, fascinated by proportion and sacred design, studied the divine ratios in the human body and nature. His work was less about art and more about awe. Modern scientists confirm, natural design follows patterns so precise they seem to speak. But speak what? Order reveals origin, and origin speaks of God. Look for God in the design of your day, in your schedule, your decisions, your relationships. Beauty isn't only in spontaneity, it's also in structure aligned with heaven. Say aloud, "Lord, order my life according to your beautiful design." Let your time, talents, and thoughts form a sacred geometry of worship. I declare that the patterns of my life are aligned with God's purpose. I reflect divine order in a chaotic world. My days are structured for beauty and glory. I live with rhythm, symmetry, and spirit-led design. Where in your daily life can you better reflect God's order and beauty? How does recognizing divine design in creation shape your understanding of God's mind? What patterns might need realignment? Isaiah 28, verse 29. All this also comes from the Lord Almighty, whose plan is wonderful, whose wisdom is magnificent.